David Begnaud has been following this story. He's in uptown Charlotte, where protesters were sent running late Wednesday. David, what can you see? What can you tell us?
Vlad, you've got a line right here of police in riot gear. They just gave two announcements, one in English and one in Spanish, telling everyone to leave the area. Here's the line of protesters that are facing them, many cursing at them, others flicking them the finger, if you will, but most being very defiant, not wanting to leave. You might hear the helicopter above me that is hovering right now. We are at South College and East 4th Street right now. I haven't seen anyone acting violently, so to speak. For the most part, a lot of people are smiling, and you get the sense that for some of them this is fun. And so here come the police. What they do is they march toward you, is they beat their baton on their shield that they have as they march in unison. And they usually march half a block, then the other half a block, and every time they stop, they give a warning that you need to vacate the area. We are moving back, and not sure what that was, but I think that was coming. Okay, now, Alyssa, be careful, Alyssa. So you'll see that someone threw what appeared to be a bottle or maybe a plastic bottle at police officers. Not sure if that was tear gas, but you could hear it. Guys, let's back up a little bit. So these are some of the defiant ones that are still standing in the middle of the street. It is shut down. You've got the riot police on one side, you've got the officers blocking off the street on the other. And let me give you a little update. You may have heard earlier that there was a civilian who was shot and killed here. The city of Charlotte has now come back and told CBS News that civilian is actually not dead. He is on life support. So that's an update, Vlad, to a story. Another bottle just thrown at the officers right there. When that happens, that's when we usually see more of what appears to be gas being thrown by officers toward the crowd, simply to get them out of the way.
And David, as we can see, the crowds have gotten significantly smaller, but as you pointed out, there are people throwing things at the police officers, and it appears to our eyes here that the officers are displaying remarkable restraint, because as you've pointed out, they are standing there, standing steady. They are showing strength, but they're not really showing any kind of aggressive moves unless someone throws something at them.
No, you're right. I mean, look, one thing about riot police is they are unflinching. I mean, they don't move. Are you starting to feel it?
A little tear gas there.
We actually don't have gas masks with us right now. But at any rate, yeah, they are unflinching. I mean, these are guys who come out. Now, look, they are in heavy gear, right? So they have everything needed to protect themselves, including the bulletproof vest. It's an impressive get up. Watch your back step. Watch your back step. Somebody right behind me. All right, here's what I want to do. I want to get off the street to the side, just in case, so at least we are on a sidewalk and not in the middle of a roadway. So, Vlad, we are coming up on, as I check the clock here, we're coming up on 11 o'clock Eastern Time, Charlotte, North Carolina. Again, I would say there's probably, I don't know, 20, 25 people. You've got a half dozen, maybe 12 people. Ooh, that gas is really starting to get to me now. About 12 still standing in the street right now, defying orders to get out of the road. I would guesstimate you've probably got 75 police officers from one side of the street to the other, and their intention is to move these people out of the way. I have not seen any arrests being done right now. We did hear that the governor of North Carolina, Pat McCrory, has authorized state troopers here in North Carolina to be sent to Charlotte at the request of the police chief. Alyssa, you're good if you want to focus on the crowd. I'm going to kind of wipe my nose as that gas that was sprayed earlier is getting the best of me. But we got state troopers, Vlad, headed to Charlotte right now at the recent request of the police chief here in Charlotte. So the governor says help is on the way. It's, who knows how long this is going to go. I mean, last night, crowds were out until 2 o'clock in the morning. You might remember that fire that was set on Interstate 85 yesterday was burning around 1:30 in the morning. So really no idea as to how long into the night this is going to go.
All right, David Begnaud on the ground for us in Charlotte, North Carolina. David, take care of yourself. Be careful with that tear gas and with some of the protesters there. We thank you for your reporting.
Thank you, Vlad.